Hey, hello guys. Welcome back to our video series of Talk Like a Bitcoin Pro. So, yesterday we discussed briefly about what are mempools, okay, how transactions are being stored in mempool, etc. etc. So, in today's video, I would like to cover what is block time, okay, and the terms around it. So, to define block time is like it is the average time required for a block to be added into the blockchain. So whenever like as we discussed, a block consists of um, all the unconfirmed transaction along with the block header and the block body. So a miner, they create this block, okay, they create this candidate block, and then they have to add it to the blockchain. So when they publish this block, okay, it is being validated by the node by different nodes, and if the block is valid, then it is added to the corresponding chain. Now, why it takes 10 minutes? Okay, because gathering data and everything, like using high computational power, it should not take that much of time. Then why this 10 minutes is required? So now we will look at these two things: what is nonce and what is difficulty target. So in the first two videos we have already covered what is version, previous block hash, merkle root. Okay, now we will consider the point number 5 and point number 6. So when this bitcoin chain was created, okay, so to reach on any consensus, okay, it is required that there's enough time for each node to verify that the block which is the candidate block which is generated by the miners, okay, it is the genuine one, okay, and it needs to be verified by different nodes. Now, as we have seen in the previous videos, like there are different node operators at different part of the world, okay, then it takes some time to disseminate all this data to them, and only after they receive data they can verify it. So that's why they have carefully chosen that, and because since it was launched in 2009, at that point of time the internet speed was also not that big. So it helps to avoid orphan blocks. Okay, we will discuss more about orphan blocks, what are they, and how they are created. But for now, you just remember this term, like it avoids to creation of more orphan blocks. So now, why this 10 minutes is required? What happens is, like in every like you have this term called nbit which defines the difficulty level. So what happens is, like whenever you create a hash, okay, now your hash is a 32 byte hexadecimal string. Okay, now whenever you decode this string, the value of that string should be less than this difficulty target. So suppose if I say, like my difficulty target is 1 billion, okay, so whenever you decode that hash, okay, the value should be always less than 1 billion. If it is more than 1 billion, the nodes will not accept that block and they will not add it to that to the corresponding chain. Okay, now to generate this like you have to combine everything, you have to take all the parameter and then you have to create the hash. So in the first attempt you try, the number is greater than 1 billion, you reject it, then you try again, okay, and again if it is greater than 1 billion you reject, and you keep on trying that. So what is that one thing? Okay, most of the things you see here, the previous block hash, merkle tree, timestamp, okay, difficulty target, version, it remains same. So the only parameter which you can change is nonce. Okay, so now you know why nonce is being used. So you keep on changing nonce and you try to generate a hash which whose decimal value is less than this difficulty target. Once the miner who achieves this first, okay, they publish it, and it is being like the nodes, okay, which they validate it and they add it to the chain. So so the on an average the difficulty level is set in such a way that it should take close to 10 minutes. Okay, it can be up and down, okay, and it but it is always the average time is always estimated to be 10 minutes. So does this difficulty target remain same? No, it changes roughly after every 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I think like it is only 2016, or like after every 2016 block, this difficulty target gets updated. Okay, so it is all inbuilt. So now you know like why the difficulty, what is this n bit, what is this nonce version, previous block Merkle root. And now the only thing which we have not covered in the block header is timestamp. So before I cover timestamp, I need to clear a couple of terms, okay, because when I discuss with the folks who are new to this blockchain, when I coin terms like miner nodes, okay, so they don't understand like what is this. Okay, so when I say node is nothing but a computer. Okay, you can consider it as a computer. Okay, that computer has storage. Okay, it stores all the data of any, like it stores all the blocks, and it performs certain activities. Okay, like it validates block and then it adds it to the chain. So okay, now we have discussed like there can be multiple chains. Okay, there can be multiple chains. So does a single node contains those multiple chain? Yes, it can be possible, like they can maintain states of different available chains in the network. So whenever they receive any candidate block, so how they will verify like this, to which block, to which chain this block belongs to. So we have this second parameter, previous block hash. Okay, so they see like which was the block, like to where does this previous block hash belong to, and they will add it to that particular chain. So this is how the chains are being added and grown. Okay, so does node get anything in reward? No, nodes don't get anything to perform this activity. So why they do it? Okay, so basically these node operators can be many different type of entities. Okay, the person who has invested a lot in it, the people who believe in this technology. So all these are genuine actors. Okay, also like the developers who wants to capture the data. Okay, who wants to validate like if the transactions are being done correctly or not, if someone, if like are there any miscreants who are trying to manipulate this thing. So so these are the people, but they don't get any reward in return. But the miners, okay, the miners, since they are performing that heavy task of calculating the hash, okay, so they get reward, so they are rewarded, but not the node. And miner is also a computer system. Okay, it has all its logic. The person who the person or the group of people who operate it, they have defined the logic, their own logic to calculate that hash, and depending upon the computing power, they do it. So I hope like now people who are listening to this, they know like what is node, what are who are miners. Okay, basically all those are just computers performing some different tasks. Now I wanted to discuss more about UTXOs, okay, today, but I think like I'm running out of time. So I will keep it for tomorrow. In tomorrow's video we will discuss what are UTXOs. Okay, because basically UTXO is method how the balance of each addresses is calculated on the blockchain. Okay. Also we will discuss about orphan blocks. Okay, what are orphan blocks? We will discuss more about like whether nodes, if nodes can change the longest chain. Is there any possibility? And if there is a possibility, why people don't do that? Okay, so all these things I would like to discuss in tomorrow's video. So thank you for tuning in. You can, again, for more details, you can follow me on my Twitter handle 100 crypto tricks. So for now, goodbye, have a good day or good night.